Hi everybody, my name is Paul Dahls. I'm the Climate and Culture Coordinator at Monrovia High School, and I'm so glad to welcome you back to our 3-Minute Thursday segments. We took an entire semester off and have kind of revamped the way we're doing things and the approach that we're having to this little tidbit of information that we like to share each week with you that'll hopefully inspire you and encourage you and give you a little something to think about as you continue to try and shape your campuses into a great place that no one ever wants to leave. So today I want to talk to you guys about a topic that a lot of people are a little bit afraid of, and that's failure. The reality for a lot of people is that word itself means that they have completely given up on life and on what they're trying to accomplish. And I really think that does a disservice to everybody, because the reality for all of us is we all fail all the time. And I think we live in a society now that loves pointing out people's failures but fails to really celebrate their response to that. In Renaissance, we really try to encourage people. That's kind of what our purpose is. That's what we do, is we want to celebrate people for overcoming the obstacles that they're faced with. And the biggest obstacle people have is failure. School is hard. Life is hard. For a teenager especially, and I think we don't focus on that enough and really understand that what kids are going through today, it's nothing like what I went through when I was their age.
Failure means to me when something you thought was going to happen didn't happen, or when you feel like you let yourself down or other people down.
For me, failure is when things don't usually go your way, or life just takes you down one time.
Last year, I suffered a concussion during a soccer game, and I felt like I failed my team because I wasn't as good of a player and I couldn't play for them anymore. And then I feel like I failed myself because of my grades, and I felt like I wasn't myself anymore. But through that, I learned that I have a lot of inner strength that I didn't even realize, and I realized that grades and all this other stuff around us doesn't really matter. It's really about your health and just being happy with yourself. Obviously, failure is inevitable and it's always going to happen, but when it happens, you always just have to pick yourself up again and just remember your why and why you do stuff and what you're doing stuff for, and do stuff for yourself and other people around you. And failure is when you learn, and it's when you grow. I think when you're in the middle of failure, it's obviously going to feel like a negative, and you're always going to try to escape it, but that's what makes it positive, because you're going to always try to overcome failure, and you only truly learn when you fail.
For me, failure is a positive thing. I use it as a sense of motivation to keep on going.
You have to be the positivity that overcomes the negativity that pervades our society. You guys are growing up in a negative world where all people do is tell you what's wrong with you. It's time that we start celebrating what's right for people. And even when they stumble, even when they fall, rather than pointing your phone at them as they're down, reach your hand out and pick them up and help them realize that, failure is part of life, but the measure of who you are is what you do after you fail.